Hello friends and welcome to my channel IBOL Designing Developer. So ever wondered how to find the smallest number hiding inside an array? Whether you are building a game score tracker or analyzing temperature data, finding the minimum value is a must-have skill. So in today's video we will crack the code to find the smallest element in an array using Java step by step. It's super simple and beginner friendly. We will go through how to use a for loop, a variable to store the minimum, and how to compare elements one by one like a boss. So if you're ready to master arrays and take your Java skills up a notch, let's dive in. So I hope in this video you will be understanding that how we can find the smallest array in Java. So if you understand this amazing video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get dive into it. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that how you can find the smallest element in an array when we are just working with Java. So here you can see one title is written here as how to find the smallest element in an array. As we are here to find the smallest element in an array, so here we will be finding the smallest element which we normally get when we are using array here. So first of all, before finding the smallest element in an array, we need to understand that how we can create a program that finds the lowest age among different ages. So here I have just created a simple program in which I am storing different ages, and the purpose to store different ages is to find the smallest element in an array. So for that you can create any program you want to create, but in this example I am creating a program that will find the lowest age among all different ages which I am storing in my array. So here I have given my array name as ages, and you can use any data type you want to use. Like in this case I am using integer data type here with its short form init, and after adding all the ages here in my ages array, I am just creating a lowest age variable and assigning the first array element of ages to it. How I am doing that, you can just see here I am again creating an integer because at the top I have used data type of integer, so that's the reason again I am using same data type, so you should not have any confusion in different data types which we will be using in same example. So here I have written different name of my array. This time I have given my array name as lowest age, and in this array I am storing the arrays of this ages in which I have stored different ages. Like here I have stored different ages in my array called ages, so that's the reason I am defining this ages variable, or you can say this ages array here in this array, so that we can get all the ages which we want to print here in the output. Then after doing that we are looping through the elements of the ages so that we can find the lowest age array here. How we are doing it? For that we are using for loop here, because as you know for loop is the easiest loop in Python, so that's the reason I am telling you about for loop here in this example as well. So you should not have any confusion if we use some other you can say loops as for each, do while loop, because that are some advanced level loops. We are also on advanced level tutorials now of Python, but just remember when we are just moving forward in Java, so we need to understand all the things from start. So that's the reason we are working on for loop here. So moving down, if I just show you here, we are getting the output value of the lowest age. How we are getting it? For that I am using println function, and in this println function I am adding the lowest age in the array is, then you will be getting the lowest age printed when you will be printing this thing here which I am using here in this system.println method, which we normally use when we need to get the output of any program which we are creating here. So now we have understand that how this program works. We need to just see practically if we are using this program, so how it is working, and for that I will be opening my NetBeans IDE here, because as you know when we were just working with Java in the previous videos we were just using NetBeans IDE, and if you are a beginner starting with language like Java, I will prefer you to use NetBeans IDE because it has all the features and all the things which a beginner needed to start with language like Java. But if you have already used NetBeans, so you can use some other IDEs as well, like VS Code, then there is Eclipse, and you can also use PyCharm, which is not for Java, but you can use Java language in that. But I will prefer you to use VS Code if you want to learn Java from beginning to advanced. But we are on advanced level tutorials of Java, so we don't need to again install other IDE. We can directly use NetBeans as well. And if you have good internet speed and your internet's good and you have also good space in your operating system, you can use online IDEs as well, like Rapid. Then there is Jupyter Notebook, which is totally made for Java, but you can use Python in that. Advanced level Python like if you want to use data science, if you want to use artificial intelligence, if you want to use machine learning. So for that you can use Jupyter Notebook for Python, and you can also use it for Java. But I will prefer you to use any offline IDE like Android Studio, which is also for Java, if you want to create any app or anything with designing. So for that you can use, but if you don't want to do designing in Java, you can directly install NetBeans or Eclipse here. So when you will be installing this NetBeans IDE, you will be also getting same start page. You need to close this start page, you need to create a project here. If you already have project, so you can press right click on your project and you can just select new. After selecting new, you need to select Java class from here, and then you need to give the file name. Here I have already created file of main.java, so I don't need to create a file again here. And remember, when you are creating a file name here, so you need to add same file name as you're adding in your class. Like in my class, my file name is main.java, so in my class as well I'm writing same file name as main. If I am writing any other class name, so it will be not working and we will be getting an error saying that your file name is different and your class name is different. So class name should be same as your file name is in Java only. In other programming languages you can give any other class name as well, as your file name is not the same. So here, moving on to this, I will be removing all the things in my main class and main method which we have created, because in the previous video, as I've told you how you can calculate the array element here in Java, but now in this video we will be understanding that how we can find the smallest element in an array, and for that we need to create a program that finds the lowest age among different ages. So this is the program in which we are storing different ages, then we are creating a lowest age variable and assigning the first array element of ages to it, and after that we are looping through elements, and then we are checking if the current ages is smaller than the current lowest age. After that, if the smaller age is found, it will be updating our lowest age with that element, and then we will be getting the output of the value with lowest age printed. So I will be just copying this thing, moving on to my NetBeans IDE. I will be pasting this thing here under this method so that we can get all the things working. I will be making my codes clean because you can just see the spaces which we are getting here is not good, so we need to make our code clean. Remember, when you are creating any program, anything in Java, you just need to take care about your code as well. It is not compulsory to make your code clean, but I will prefer you to do that if you want to make things professionally. And in professionally, when we are working with Java, we need to make our code clean as well by creating any program or anything here. So now remember, when you are just pressing tab, you need to just take care of the spaces as well, as we are not adding any, you can say, indentation here. Here we are adding indentation, but if I just press backspace then enter, you can just see we are getting indentation here because we are adding indentation after this curly braces. So here I will be moving, then I will be adding like this, and after doing it I will be pressing tab here as well so that we can get all the things in one line. It is on the, you can say it is forward because it is indentation here after this curly braces, and here as well. So I will be making indentation like this. Then these all things are perfect, I think. Yeah. And then now moving on, I will be running this file, and for running it I will be pressing right click on my main.java file and I can press run file, or you can also press shift and F6 from your keyboard to run your Java file here directly, but I will be pressing run file here, and then I will be running my file. So you can just see it is showing me project 1 run. After running my project, it has shown me the lowest age in my ages array, which is 10. Why it is showing me 10? Because here we have written value as 0, and when they add value 0 with 1, so the answer is 10, and that's the reason we are getting 10 printed in the output, and that will be the lowest age here in our array which we have stored. Here in this array of ages which we have created, we have not stored any value 10 here, but if we talk about small ages in the array, it is 10, and that's the reason we are getting the lowest age 10 printed here. And I hope you understand how we are getting it and why we are getting it printed, because we are adding different ages here, and the lowest age from these ages array is 10, so that's why we are getting age 10 printed. If you want to see the, you can say, biggest age of this array, so you can also do that here. For that you need to just use less than here, and you just don't need to use greater than. Like here we are using greater than because I want lowest age printed. If you want to add like, you can say, maximize or like the minimum age here, so for that you can use greater than sign here. Here I am using less than, and this is the same case here we are doing. So that's the reason we are getting the lowest age printed here in the output, and I hope you understand how we are getting it. In place of 20, you can add some other values as well. You can add as many ages you want to add, but in this case we have added minimum ages as we want to just use in this example, and this is an array in which we are storing different ages. If you want to create same array, you can create it to store store different ages here in your array which you have created. You can give any name to your array, like in this case I have given my array name as ages, but you can give any name to your array. It's not compulsory to give same name as I am giving. I am giving name of ages so that you should not have any confusion in any of array which we are creating or storing the values in. And then how we are creating a lowest age variable, this is the way. You can give any name to your variable, like in this case I am creating a lowest age, so that's the reason I have given same name of my variable as lowest age here. So after that we are looping through the elements to an array with ages to find the lowest age, and that's the reason how we are doing it. And this is the way how we are doing it, and this is the method how we are using it. But you can use some other methods as well if you know how to use for loops, for each loop, while loop, do while loop in detail. So you can use other loops as well, but if you want to do that thing in shorter way, so I will prefer you to use for loop if you want to do that thing in short, because the method will be different but the answer which you will be getting will be same, means output will be same, method will be different, as we have discussed that thing in previous videos as well. So I hope you understand in this video that how we can store different ages in an array and how we can get the output, means how we can find the smallest element in an array, and that's the way how you can find the bigger element in the array as well. But the method will be changed as we are using different method to find the smallest element in an array. So if you have understand this amazing video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.